we have the privilege of witnessing solution of one of the biggest problems of our country. This is the time when the labor and sweat of the workers and employees are being given value and respect. From now on, there is no fear of going to hospitals, getting medicines and drugs, or getting into the premises and buildings of Social Security institutions. We have enough personnel aware of their worth, duty, and desire, and are working to serve the citizens and provide them with happiness and satisfaction. In one of the biggest reforms of our republic, all the three units of Social Security institutions, namely General Insurance and Retirement Scheme for All, Social Security Institution, and the Retirement Chest for the civil servants. The Provisional Social Security branch of Ankara was formed on 29th January 2008. It incorporated 6 sub-directorates of erstwhile Social Security Institution, the Provisional Directorate of General Insurance and Retirement Scheme, and the Health Services section of the Retirement Chest for the civil servants, and started as one of the most important rural institutions. As the Provisional Directorate of Ankara Social Security Institution, in a short period of time, we have embarked upon a task of providing more than 4 million citizens in Ankara and having the Social Security protection with services they deserve. On one hand, we tried to repair the damaged image of the erstwhile Social Security and other pension funds, and on the other hand, we tried to apply the reforms we did by training the personnel. By correcting the physical and technological insufficiency of old and dilapidated buildings, we made the satisfaction and pleasure of citizens our principle and goal. Instead of bringing the citizens from far distances to our provisional headquarters and saving them from this trouble, we set up town directorates to provide services. Some of the examples of the services provided by the Social Security Institution of Ankara Directorate are as follows. First, decent and hygienic working conditions. The color and paintings of the buildings transferred were made. The old and the used tables and desks of the personnel were changed and renovated, and by changing and designing the working conditions, a modern look was given. The files which lay in piles on the tables and different places were placed in the newly made cupboards and cabinets. The toilets and lavatories were made usable and made hygienic. The physical condition of the cafeterias were renewed and renovated. Metal table, the hot, porcelain, and glass products were introduced. All the windows of the offices were provided with modern and elegant curtains. Corridors and cupboards were renovated and arranged. With the things seized with court order and put on sale, the offices were made more usable. For every directorate, an area of 400 square meters was transferred and archive was formed to where about 20 truckload of things which occupied space in the buildings were brought. About 100 million hospital and pharmacy receipts which were lying in pile were put in archives after being classified and assorted. Tea machines, vending machines, and whole-type air conditioners were bought and put under the services of the personnel and citizens. Waiting spaces were formed with new and modern sofas. 200 closed-circuit cameras providing security and monitored by private security personnel for 24 hours were set up. Communication between the citizens and institutions were made easy by setting up of digital telephone exchange in the units. Our units were made to look more institutions by placing and forming Atatürk corners and busts. By putting guiding signboards in all the units, access to different units were made easy and visual aesthetic was provided by placing decorative plants and flowers. In order to provide transparency, closed-circuit cameras were put in the meeting hall of the Health Social Security centers where big payments are made. Audio and visual systems were placed in provisional directorates too, and proceedings were recorded. Wheelchairs were placed in all the units where handicapped and ill people needed such services. Now services are reaching directly to the feet of the citizens. Within the framework of the new Social Security laws, the Social Security centers, which will take the services to the citizens, were put under services of the citizens in a short period of 1 year by furnishing and forming the infrastructure. In every unit, new centers having attractive, spacious, modern and technologically equipped meeting and training halls along with guest rooms were put to the service. In Sincan, in Şerefli Koçhisar, in Çubuk, in Pursaklar, in Etimeskut, in Siteler, in Kazan, in Ostim, in Kızılcahamam, and in Beypazarı too. They will be able to perform all types of social security functions of citizens. Moreover, a special Ulus Social Security Center has gone into service which can provide services to big enterprises that have more than 50 personnel. Soon this service will go to Gölbaşı, Elmadağ, Haymana, Nallıhan and Mamak too. We have informed and shown the way. We have given information to the citizens about the new laws and developments through press and visual mass media channels. Hand pamphlets having all information related to social and general health insurance were prepared. Our employers, concerned people, and people responsible for looking after other people have been informed about their rights and their responsibility. Two introductory films showing and telling the activities of our directorates and activities of the newly opened 10 Social Security centers with the Social Security reform were prepared. Under the names of Health Consult and Social Security Consult, consultation lines were set up from which 30,000 people can benefit in a year. We believe that success can only be achieved through training. Individual training for personnel development and public relations were given to all the personnel at all the levels for increasing the motivation, coordination, and harmony among the personnel and their efficiency and performance. 13 training and consultation meetings which interested university, state and private hospitals were held to discuss and to convey the health services, social security and general health security laws application and other technical detail like the things to take care of at billing. Two meetings were held with big employers which discussed and consulted their problems. As coordinator, Provincial Directorate, meetings were held with Social Security Provincial Directorates of Aksaray, Bartın, Bolu, Çankırı, Çorum, Karabük, Kastamonu, and Kırıkkale. In joint coordination with Ankara Provincial Education Directorate, training were given to 10,000 students in 250 schools to inform them about the Social Security, which helped in the formation of the Social Security consciousness among students. With the stands at tree planting festivals, Turkish art music concerts, and at the shopping centers, citizens were given information about Social Security. A number of other organizations like Organization of Social Security Week and rewarding of the companies and employers with plaque, which paid maximum premium, were organized. With our aptitude of making the citizen happy in the forefront, with our services to make life beautiful and easy, and with our vision of seeing the future with confidence, we are at the service of Ankara and Turkey. Ankara Directorate of Social Security Institution.